Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss the subject risk management for second semester MCOM students BNU. So in today's video, we are going to move towards the second chapter. In the first chapter, we discuss all about the basics of risk and how to manage risk, ways of managing risk, and several insurance policies. And also, we discuss some of other types of risk. Next chapter is about risk management. So in this video we are going to discuss what is risk management and what are the process of risk management. So what is risk management? So we know risk. So now what is this management? So risk management refers to the practice of identifying potential risk in advance. So risk, every business has a risk. We have already differentiated between the risk and uncertainty. So uncertainty is a thing which we cannot know, it is unknown and we cannot expect it. But risk, in certain way we can expect it and we can also predict it. So risk, as we can predict it, we can also manage it by making some of the precautions. So in advance, to face that risk or to reduce that risk, to avoid that risk, we are making some of the precautions, or we can say we are making some of the solution. So that whole process of identifying the risk, treating it, and the process of treating it, where the risk has arisen, what is the solution, what changes we should make in our organization, internally, externally, whatever it includes, the whole process of facing the risk, avoiding the risk, treating the risk, or transferring the risk, that is called as risk management. So risk management, in simple words, we can say it is a process where we are treating the risk, where we are facing the risk, we are transferring the risk. In simple way, we are handling the risk. So in advance, we are making some of the precautions to face that risk. So risk management refers to the practice or the process of identifying the potential risk. So first thing we should do in the process of risk management is understanding the environment. Next step is to identify the risk, and next is to make some of the precautions in advance. Next is analyzing the risk, that is the level of risk we are going to judge, and taking precautionary steps to reduce the risk. So mitigating the risk, we have already discussed in the last video, that is ways of handling the risk. In that we had one term like risk reduction, that is mitigating the risk, reducing the risk. So that whole process is known as risk management. So now let's see what steps includes in risk management. So here there are 7 steps. One is establishing the context, risk identification, risk analysis, risk evaluation, risk treatment, monitor and review, communication and consult. So let's discuss this one by one. So first point is establishing the context. So here establishing the context means we are understanding the internal and external environment of the organization. Obviously, when we want to solve some problem, we need to know the background of the problem, we need to know information relating to that problem. So similarly here also, if you want to solve the problems of a business or an organization, we must understand what the organization is doing, what is its work, what functions it is performing internally and externally. So if we have a like say blueprint or of the organization, whatever the problem is there, we can easily solve it. So the first thing is establishing the context. Here means here they are studying, they are understanding the internal and external environment of the organization. So establishing this context and collecting that information is all because to identify and to find the possible solutions to that particular risk. That is called as establishing the context. So next is risk identification. After we have collected related information to the of the organization, we are going to identify the risk. So identification of potential risk or threat is a very important step. So this reveals the possibility of risk which are highly occurring. So here what we are doing is risk identification. We are going to see the risk which is highly occurring, means it is frequently occurring and which is posing a very big threat to the company. So that is called as risk identification. Next is risk analysis. So once the risk is identified, we know the risk. Here we are going to judge the likelihood of the risk, that is how many times this risk is occur and the level of risk. So what percentage of loss can be faced by the company if this risk is arised. So that is risk analysis. So here we have a likelihood of risk and its impact. First we'll see the likelihood of risk. If risk is occurring several times, when it is occurring for many times, it is almost certain. When it is occurs once in a year, it is likely. It occurs when over a 5 years gap, it is possible. When it is occurring 5 to 10 years, within 5 to 10 years, it is unlikely. And rare means unlikely but not possible over 10 years period. So here if risk is arising frequently, several times, it is almost certain that we could face this risk. But if we are facing this risk once in a year, it is likely that we can face a risk. If we are facing the risk in 5 years gap, that is called as possible. If we are facing 5 to 10 years in a gap of that, it is unlikely. And rare means we are not facing this above 10 years. So this is likelihood of risk, that is how the risk is arising or when the risk is arising. Now see the let's see the impact of this risk. So if the objectives of the business, that is aims and objectives of business is affected, that is catastrophic effect. If the objectives of the business is threatened, if they are not going in a way where they decided, the objectives are not going in a way, they are not achieving those objectives, the objectives are threatened, means it is major. If objectives have affected, it is moderate. If some objectives can be achieved and some cannot be achieved, that is minor. Negligible means this impact, this risk has not that much of impact, that means it has a very small impact. So this is the impact of risk, analyzing the risk, likelihood of risk and its impact. Next is risk evaluation. So risk evaluation means in this step we are going to decide whether this risk is acceptable, unacceptable or need treatment. So ways of handling the risk, we had one term, that is risk acceptance. I gave an example of smoking. In every packet of those cigarettes and BDs and all those tobaccos, they have written that the smoking is injurious to health or this having is injurious to health. Although we know that although the humans know that this is injurious to health, they will have it. So that is, they are ready to face that risk. So here in this step we are deciding whether we can accept this or we can we cannot accept this, or this need a treatment or not. Next is treatment. If we are accepting this, or if we have decided that this must be treated, So in this we are treating the risk. So this in detail we have discussed in the last video, that is ways of handling the risk avoidance, how can we avoid the risk reduction, risk transfer, that is transferring to the insurance company, risk retention, that is accepting the risk. Next step is monitor and review. Once again we are going from the first step to the last step. We are again monitoring and we are again reviewing those process, and if this some of the corrections are needed, we are again doing those correction. Last is communicating and consulting. So we are communicating whatever the decisions we have taken, whatever the solutions we have taken to the management and to the internal staff of the organization, and we are also including the management in solving, treating, and reviewing the risk. So this is the process of risk management. If you like this video, please like and share and subscribe to my channel, and if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comments below or in your WhatsApp group. Thanks for watching.